Have you ever thought how a firm that benefited mankind may find itself battling simply to survive? Once a soaring symbol of engineering brilliance and creativity, Boeing today finds itself entangled in scandals, crises, and future questions. What happened to this aircraft behemoth? More significantly, could it all have been avoided? We must go back in time to a period when Boeing was a shining example of advancement in order to find the causes of its fall-off. With airplanes like the 747, sometimes known as the Queen of the Skies, Boeing transformed air travel in the 20th century. Boeing was forging the future, controlling the commercial and defense aerospace industries, not only about building planes. Subtle changes in priorities were developing behind the success, though, and they would eventually prove devastating. One of the main tipping points came in 1997 when Boeing merged with McDonnell Douglas. Two aerospace powerhouses teaming together seemed at first like a match made in heaven. Still, this union created a significant cultural change. With its emphasis on short-term financial success and shareholder profit, McDonnell Douglas's leadership started to eclipse Boeing's history of engineering-driven invention. One insider said, McDonnell Douglas did not combine with Boeing, they assumed leadership over Boeing. The 737 MAX affair is among the most obvious illustrations of this. Boeing chose to modernize its best-selling 737 aircraft to rival Airbus's fuel-efficient A320neo. Born with promised lower running costs and improved fuel economy, the 737 MAX had a drawback. Boeing chose to adapt the decades-old 737 design rather than building a brand new aircraft. Though it paid a price, this choice saved time and money. Boeing developed a software system known as MCAS, or Maneuvering Characteristics Augmentation System, to allow bigger engines and preserve compatibility with earlier 737 aircraft. During some maneuvers, MCAS was meant to keep the plane from stalling. Still, it depended on one sensor, a major weakness. Should the sensor fail, MCAS might frequently force the nose down of the jet, leaving pilots unable to recover control. Tragically, this weakness resulted in two terrible incidents. Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302 in March 2019 and Lion Air Flight 610 in October 2018. These collisions, taken together, claimed 349 deaths. According to investigations, Boeing has minimized the importance of MCAS, neglected to sufficiently equip pilots, or even mentioned the system in some manuals. Later internal communications revealed a terrifying culture of carelessness among staff members, questioning the safety of the airplane they were creating and insulting authorities. There was great blowback from that. Grounded globally, the 737 MAX caused Boeing billions of lost income and settlements to be claimed. Still, the impact was reputational rather than only financial. Originally a sign of dependability and confidence, Boeing came to represent corporate avarice and shortcuts. Nor was the 737 MAX an isolated occurrence. Problems with quality control dogged Boeing's South Carolina facility, where staff members claimed being under pressure to give speed top priority above accuracy. Projects in defense like the KC-46 tanker had cost overruns and delays. Even Boeing's space ambitions suffered, since its Starliner spaceship trailed behind SpaceX's Crew Dragon in the race to market space flight. What then set off this chain reaction of mistakes? Many attribute Boeing's leadership, which gave stock buybacks and dividends top priority over reinvestment in innovation and safety, as the cause. Boeing paid more than $43 billion on share repurchases between 2013 and 2019, a strategy that benefited investors but left the business unprepared for difficulties. Employees, the very people who created Boeing's legacy, felt more and more alienated in the meantime. But is Boeing able to bounce back? Some feel the corporation is too large to fail, given its enormous scope and significance to the US economy. Boeing is still a major military and NASA supplier, and its commercial planes are still mainstays of world aviation, but rebuilding public and business confidence calls for more than just fresh leadership or public relations operations. Boeing has to face its errors, restore its culture, and give engineering quality top priority once more. The fall of Boeing serves as a sobering reminder that when one loses sight of their basic ideals, even the strongest businesses may fail. This is a tale of hubris, poor leadership, and the great expense of putting money over people. Still, this is a narrative with an unresolved conclusion. Will Boeing flourish once more, or will it act as a warning for next generations?